case you haven't noticed, our economy is in big trouble. I want to give you two obvious reasons we know this is true: the real rate of inflation and the incredible amount of money that the Fed has been pumping into the economy. Though the consumer price index that the government likes to use to measure inflation may show that things are under control, the true rate of inflation that you and I are experiencing in our own lives tells a very different story. You see, over the years, the Bureau of Labor Statistics keeps changing the way that inflation is calculated. As a result, the numbers always seem to be within an acceptable range. If you use the original methodology that was in place until 1980, the annual inflation rate jumps from around 1 or 2% that they like to quote for the evening news, all the way up to 10% or more in the last few years. That sounds a little more like reality, right? One big reason we keep seeing inflation go higher and higher is that the Fed keeps pumping more and more money into the economy. We've heard about how the government always seems to be printing money, but it's not really that simple. The main two ways that the Fed injects money into the economy is by purchasing securities using new money that they create out of thin air, and by making loans to commercial banks with money that's created just for this purpose. Sure, this may fuel growth, as they say, but eventually all this extra money floating around the economy just serves to devalue the money that's already there. So, how does owning gold protect you against inflation? Well, let me give you an example that I like to use. This will show how storing your assets in the form of gold can protect your buying power way more than cash in the bank can. In the 1930s, the price of gold was about $30 per ounce, and the price of a nice business suit was also about $30. So 1 ounce of gold would provide enough purchasing power to buy a suit. Today, thanks to inflation, the price of a solid business suit is around $500, but the price of gold has gone up even more, allowing you to buy roughly 4 suits for the same ounce of gold. Meanwhile, the $30 that could once buy you a whole suit is barely enough for a decent tie. So ask yourself, what do you think is going to have more buying power in the future? Cash or gold? I know what I'd rather have in my safe. Call now to speak to an account executive, because every day you wait, your dollar is worth even less.